Speculation about Paddy Bradley dominated the build-up to the second meeting of Derry and Monaghan in 7 weeks. Yesterday, Bradley gave his answer with a brilliant display. He began with a goal inside the first minute. Derry dominated the opening 18 minutes. Early ball into the Bradleys caused chaos. Their second goal from the fist of James Keelt helped them into a 7-point lead. Kieran Hanratty had been a late addition to the Monaghan team before the throw-in, and he kept Monaghan in touch with 4 excellent first-half points. Unfortunately for the home team, he had to go off in the second half injured. Derry lost their way as the likes of Rory Woods and Damien Freeman dragged Monaghan back into the game. They kicked 6 of the last 7 points of the first half to trail by 3 at the break. There had been concerns about fatigue in the Monaghan team after their gruelling battle with Armagh last weekend, but they continued to eat into the lead after the restart. Paul Finlay got the first point of the half to bring them within 2. Twice they were only a point down, but they never managed to get level. Derry's response was swift, with 1-6 in the next 13 minutes without reply. Typically, it was led by the Bradleys. Owen setting up Paddy for a brilliant goal 15 minutes from the end, which finished the match off as a contest. Paddy finished the day with 2-8 and another Man of the Match award. Monaghan did rally late on and they got to within 5, but it was too little too late. Derry 3-16, Monaghan 20 points.
The best place to do your talking is on the pitch, and it was a pleasure to see our boys perform until the ability they can play and to have the game comfortably wrapped up with 10 minutes to go.
Football has taken over my life from I was born. My father brought me when I was knee high to Grove Park, and I know nothing else only football. Listen, it's time for reflection. It's a fantastic group of fellas. It's time for reflection now, and that's what I'll be doing.
This promised to be a routine workout for Kerry from the moment Sean O'Sullivan notched the first score of the game less than 2 minutes in. Francis McGee replied for Longford before Tommy Walsh put some real early daylight between the sides with this 9th-minute goal. That blow seemed to deflate Longford as they struggled to get to grips with their more illustrious opponents. This Declan O'Sullivan point giving Kerry a 1-5 to 1-point lead. Fit again, Kieran Donaghy was restored to the Kerry full forward line, and his partnership with Colm Cooper was proving lethal. This the final of Cooper's 4 points notched on the afternoon. Kerry went in at the break 110 to 4 points ahead, thanks largely to the efforts of Diarmuid Murphy, the keeper twice denying Paul Barden. With the 9-point advantage, you might have expected Kerry to cruise home, and it certainly looked that way when Tommy Walsh kicked their second point of the half 7 minutes in. But that was where it started to go wrong for Kerry, an ankle injury ending Kieran Donaghy's involvement, putting serious doubts over his participation next weekend. Declan O'Sullivan was also withdrawn through injury, and in their absence Kerry failed to register another score as their attack looked largely toothless. Meanwhile, Longford were finding their range, led by Paul and David Barden, the brothers finishing the game with 3 points apiece. A Kevin Smith free reduced the deficit to 4, however nerves seemed to get the better of the underdogs, and some poor shooting let them down at crucial moments. So a 112 to 11 point win, 30 scoreless minutes for Kerry, highlighting the need to get Donaghy back fit for next weekend.
Declan Sullivan and Donaghy were 2 key forwards for us, and they going off, I suppose we lost a bit of direction. And in that kind of game, it's very hard for subs to go in and make an impact because that was tough heating out there and conditions were slippery. So I just thought we lost a bit of rhythm there.
Similarly to Dublin last week in the hurling, and similarly to Limerick, moral victories are not what we're in this game for. And we were beaten at the end of the day, the game that we should have won.